What's up everyone, I'm Dan and thanks to Dark Point Games for the review code. I'll be looking at Achilles Survivor on the Nintendo Switch. All footage was captured on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Achilles Survivor takes the fast-paced roguelite survivor formula and gives it a mythological spin set in a brutal, beautiful world of ancient Greece. Developed as a spin-off from the Achilles Legends Untold game, this top-down roguelite takes the endless wave survival concept popularized by Vampire Survivors and adds its own layers of strategy, structure building, and character variety. The result, a game that's addictive, challenging, and endlessly replayable, even if sometimes it stumbles over repetition and grind. One of the first things you'll notice about Achilles Survivor is how quick everything is. Load times are almost instantaneous on the Switch 2, which makes it perfect for short bursts of play or extended sessions that stretch long into the night. It's easy to jump in, pick your hero and dive straight into the action. The loop of surviving waves, upgrading powers, and facing off against mythological beasts is fast, fluid, and satisfying from the very first run. A helpful minimap shows the locations of items, chests and structures, small but crucial details that keep the action flowing smoothly. You're never stuck wandering aimlessly, and with the D-pad and analog stick offering tight control, movement feels responsive even amidst chaos. Enemies will swarm from every direction, projectiles fill the screen, and survival depends on constant motion and smart choices. Yet it's not just about dodging and slashing. The game's unique twist lies in its structure building mechanic. You can drop traps, summon allies, or deploy healing shrines mid-battle, turning the map itself into a weapon. It adds a surprising layer of tactical depth, forcing you to think like a general as much as a warrior. Each level can take up to 30 minutes or longer if you're chasing high scores, and while early battlefields can start to feel repetitive, moving into new areas introduces fresh visuals and tougher enemy types that keeps things interesting. The challenge ramps up noticeably the deeper you go, and before long you'll find yourself juggling enemy hordes, laying traps, and timing special attacks to survive just one more wave. The roster of playable characters is another major strength. You start as Achilles himself, a close combat powerhouse, but as you progress you'll unlock a growing list of mythological heroes. Each has a unique playstyle and signature ability. Paris excels at precision range attacks, for example. Pythia channels devastating magic, and Brontes crushes foes with brute strength. These differences aren't just cosmetic. Every character has distinct stats and strategies that encourage experimentation. Switching between them not only keeps the gameplay fresh, but also helps you discover new synergies with different abilities and structures. However, unlocking all of them does take time. The game's progression system can feel grindy, especially when you need to complete specific challenges just to access new content or levels. Like any good roguelite, death in Achilles Survivor isn't the end, it's an opportunity. Each failed run earns you favors, treasures, and achievements that can be used to buy permanent buffs. These upgrades can either apply to all characters, or you can focus on specific builds, letting you refine your strategy and get stronger with every attempt. The upgrade system is genuinely rewarding, but it's also tied to the game's challenge-based progression. You'll often have to achieve goals like dealing a certain amount of damage, defeating enemies under specific conditions, or surviving long enough to unlock new powers. It's satisfying when you finally pull it off, but it can occasionally slow down the pace when the requirements become too demanding. Still, that slow burn of progression is part of what makes Achilles Survivor so addictive. Even after a brutal defeat, it's hard not to hit restart and try again, armed with a little more power and knowledge. Boss fights are among the game's highlights. These intense encounters push your reflexes and strategy to their limits. Bosses unleash devastating attacks and force you to use every tool at your disposal, from laying traps to summoning allies at just the right moment. Each one feels like a true test of endurance and skill, and a sense of triumph after a hard-fought victory is immensely satisfying. You'll hate losing after spending 20 minutes surviving one level, but it will just push you to jump right back in. Visually, Achilles Survivor is solid if unspectacular. It can occasionally look a little rough around the edges, but it's nothing that detracts from the enjoyment of the game. It looks good in handheld mode with fluid animations that hold up well on the smaller screen. Environments like the ruins of Troy or the sunlit Greek coastlines are nicely designed, even if some of the arenas blend together after a while. The presentation serves its purpose without ever stealing the spotlight from the action. If there's one consistent criticism I have, it's that the game can feel a bit repetitive. The core loop, survive waves, complete challenges, unlock new upgrades, repeat, is engaging, but after many hours the arenas and enemy types start to feel familiar. The grind to unlock certain upgrades or characters can also wear thin, especially when progress depends on completing very specific objectives. That said, the addictive nature of the gameplay make it easy to forgive these shortcomings. Every run feels like a step towards something greater, and the escalating difficulty ensures that even experienced players will stay on their toes. Achilles Survivor successfully brings together the chaotic fun of Survivor-likes and the mythic flair of ancient Greece. It's fast, satisfying, and cleverly layered with tactical elements that set it apart from its genre peers. The quick load times, diverse roster of heroes, the deep upgrade systems make it perfect for both short bursts and marathon sessions alike. Yes, it can get grindy, yes, some environments blur together, but when you're in the middle of a wave, dodging a storm of attacks, laying down traps and calling in your myrmidons for support, none of that matters. You're too busy surviving, growing stronger, and writing your own legend. This is another title that is also quite cost friendly, so it's definitely one I'd recommend if you're a fan of games like Vampire Survivor or Karate Survivor. Achilles Survivor is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $6.99 in the UK and the US. Have you played this one yet, or does it look like one that you would enjoy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Big thanks to you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the review, don't forget to hit that like button, and until next time.